I'm here with Spencer today. We're just kind of having a conversation around the mindset into getting into lifting, because I feel like a lot of people, after the pandemic happened, started to not be they started to get more introduced into their fitness journey.
Mm-hmm.
And Spencer's been somebody that you've been lifting for how long now?
Yeah, so I've been lifting for about probably since 2018 now. So probably about I'm thinking about 5 years in right now at the moment, working out. So, and I have my parents have almost a unique relationship when it comes to working out, as well as my journey, how I got into working out overall. So I pretty much started working out really towards my junior year of high school, what really got me to working out. And just figure out, and of course, anything when comes working out, you don't know what to do, how to do it. You learn a lot of mistakes in starting out and how to do it exactly. And at the time in high school, I was pretty short and I'm pretty short, probably 5 feet, so pretty small guy. And so I was only about 100. I was 120 pounds all through high school. I think that's what also really affected me wanting to get into working out, because of just being small and short and not having much muscle on me overall. So then I kind of realized, so I also played volleyball at the time in high school as well. So I played volleyball for about 5 years. And then kind of started out with men's and girls at the time. And then it kind of transformed to men's, which I played for a different high school, because my high school did not really care about men's volleyball at the time. So me and my friend took initiative and went to go play for another high school about a mile and a half away. So it's nice enough I know how important sports was at the time. And in high school, it keeps you out of trouble as well. It's working out also keeps you out of trouble overall for a healthy mindset, healthy mind. So that's kind of what first started me getting into working out. So
Yeah, I was the same way, a small little guy. I was 110 pounds or so when I was in high school too, and I did fitness, I did gymnastics, did baseball, did all the sports under the sun.
Yeah.
But I just felt after high school, I was I needed something to keep me active still. So that was when I started going to the gym and started lifting, and I almost kind of found a family aspect there.
Mm-hmm.
And then also having the relationships. After I broke up with my girlfriend, I was well, what else am I supposed to do? And I'd look at myself in the mirror and I'd be well, I'm 15, 20 pounds overweight, it seemed and I was I don't like this version that I see. So I started to transition more into lifting. And I feel that's where a lot of people maybe start lifting, is when either they just feel small and they don't want to feel small anymore, and they want to have almost a purpose, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel that's great. That's a great way to say it, how people first start wanting to get into working out. Everyone has different mindset, different reasons why they get into the gym for a reason. From being overweight, or have a bad relationship with someone, or just need something to stay out of trouble with, from drugs and alcohol, all that stuff. So I feel in some ways people find gym motivation as a big motivation for themselves, and it's always a lot of improvement. You can move up instead of going down. I know it's definitely working out. So
yeah, because if you want to move your body, at least that's where I've been able to find to be able to get out of depression or some sort of anxiety, or this weird feeling that I have is if I start moving my body, all of those pains and those feelings and thoughts that I have in my head just kind of they disappear.
No, exactly.
Which is something that I didn't understand at first, and it starts to become addictive after a certain point
Oh
in
yeah.
time.
So I always learned how building a habit only takes 30 days to build a habit in anything you do, and then building a routine takes 90 days. And I saw that I think I saw it one time. It was a quote or something. I saw it. I think that's what also motivated me, is seeing that if I can do this for 30 days straight, I can probably do 90 days straight. And now I've been doing it for 5 years. I've been doing it. I work out now 6 days a week, and it's kind of just been my routine. It's kind of something I have to do almost every day to keep myself healthy and physical, help me stay healthy overall, and stay fit, as well as being able to do other stuff I need to do around my family and friends and working overall. So yeah, I first got into working out when I heard about also, as well as I was a freshman in college, was the push day, pull day, and leg day routine. And I thought of the way to go for a while. And as well as when I was doing that, I was also bulking. So at the time, I was kind of in college. It's called a 20-pound something, and people every person in college has gained 20 pounds all through the freshman year of college. All they do is eat and eat and eat. I guess that's a good way to bulk. 'Cause, bulking, you need to have a lot of calories in you. And I think I did not the healthy bulking, but I did the average college bulking, I guess you can say, overall. Ate somewhat healthy, but also most college students are also very poor, so you can't afford much food. So I also just learned that overall, like what it takes to like eat really healthy as well as staying fit overall, and bulking is one way I saw that like it doesn't matter if you be fat or chubby, it's gonna help you overall in long term. And that's why I kind of first started working out too. It's like I also only started working out was at my apartment gym, really in my school gym. That's where I first started working out. And really, I kind of started working out by myself overall too. I didn't have any friends. I kind of was trying to learn everything on my own. So,
which do you think that helped you? Because I've started kind of lifting. One of my buddies was like, "Hey, you want to come to the gym with me?" And he started helping me. Like he was the one that kind of helped me get into it. He was one of the guys that I did gymnastics with for years. And I've been on the relation, and I've been kind of instructing. It's like, hey, if you guys want to get into lifting, you should probably have a workout partner to help keep you like accountable. But it almost sounds like you didn't really need somebody in the beginning.
I wish I wish I had a partner to work out with early on. But I learned that like sometimes learning stuff on your own is the almost way to go. You're gonna make it's easier to make mistakes by yourself than the partner. But, like, you learn a lot of stuff working out with a partner, I noticed. I learned that over time. Like, I had a few friends that would come work out with me. And then as well as I found, like, other people overall motivate. Like, I talked to people in the gym as well, and that kind of helped people like, be more motivated to help you out. Like, if I need someone to spot me, it's nice having someone there that can do that for me. And I'm not, like, at first I was too scared to ask anyone. Like, I felt too embarrassed. But I guess in the workout, like, journey overall, in the gym, like, atmosphere, everyone's, If you ask someone to help you, they're willing to help you out no matter what, down to it. So, which I noticed that a lot. But yeah, my first started working out, I really started to learn everything on my own. So, just watching like motivation videos and like other fit influencers in the industry. That kind of also what pushed me to like towards that career of like getting fit and overall. So, but yeah. Workout is like a whole new journey first getting into it, but as soon as you get into it, it's kind of hard. Like it's like almost addiction. It's kind of hard to stop almost now. So, and like overall, I think a lot of people don't understand why people go to the gym for a reason too. So,
what's your reason for going to the gym then? That like because you said it takes 30 days to build a habit. So like, what were how'd you get into the gym to build a habit for the 30 days? Because I feel like a lot of people will start too big. Like I've talked with other friends where it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to the gym, and they go 7 days a week for 2.5 hours, and then they stop going within 3 weeks. So like, how'd you be able to maintain that for your 30 days?
So I guess overall, like having set goals helps as well. Like having like small goals to reach the big goals. That was one thing that helped me at that as well. And as well as just staying motivated, like having like building I had a pretty busy school schedule as well, so I had to figure out my school schedule and how I can fit it into working out. And I always thought like working out, you need to work for like hours and hours to get results. Really, I learned that the hard way, of course. And really now I only work out for about an hour to an hour and a half, about 90 minutes, which overall has been a lot more helpful for me, for my body, as well as you don't need to stay in the gym for a long, long time. Like, mainly overall staying fit is really, I learned that 80% of it is, for the most part, is eating healthy. Eating healthy is the biggest thing, and only like people think working out like in the gym you see like great results, but really it's what you eat really is for great results, and only 10% of it's the gym. Actually being in the gym will help you get where you want to be. So I think how I built my 90, like how I got where I'm at today, and like staying consistent is one thing. Having good good habits for myself, and having like goals for myself that I want to reach. That was like help me get to where I'm at now, working out 5-6 days a week. So.
Because you didn't need somebody in the beginning to help you get to the place that you needed to get to. Like you were just
I didn't know if I needed someone or not until I learned down the road. Like having people around you helps you even motivate yourself even more. So, like one time I was working out, my friend called me in the gym, which one time I never answered my phone in the gym, but I was just doing cardio, and I thought I was going to bike for like 20 minutes. I was biking for an hour because we were just talking about like life stuff, and that's what turned me, like I did bike for an hour, which I thought like I never would bike for an hour for myself that day. So it's interesting, like some things like that can help you overall. And then like you also see people in the gym, like if someone sees you struggling sometimes, you might go in to help someone out and help them out. Which I've had that a few times. Like some people came up to me and like sort of told me I'm doing something wrong, which helped me. Like they'll teach. Like some people I'll listen to, and then some people I won't listen to. Depends on the situation, I guess. But Yeah, I had one guy, so I was doing a big mistake, and like in one exercise I was doing, and noticed that like this is the wrong, like this is not good for you, like, not for the guy. And I was only like 2 years into the gym, so I knew every day in the gym you're gonna learn something new every single day, which I like a lot too. So that guy was able to help me out, which is a big way. And now I know how to do that exercise. I would never do it wrong again. So, but yeah, working out is like it's also I got know just staying consistent is the biggest thing, and overall is pushing yourself. You don't push yourself more and more in the gym. In overall life, you won't get anywhere in life unless you push yourself. So.
And what was the? Because I've been trying to figure this out. Like myself, I feel like I push myself because I like the discomfort. I like feeling uncomfortable and being able to see like, okay, hey, this is what I'm capable of doing.
Yeah.
What is it for yourself that allows for you to push yourself when you are at the gym and maybe possibly in other aspects of your life as well?
I guess I can say pushing myself has been I put myself throughout like I put myself in different ways. So like I put myself in the gym as one thing. I put myself as well in my work, what I do for work, as well as being young too. Being young at this age, I'm only 23 now, and being able to you can push yourself as much as you can. And throughout your 20s and 30s, that's the best way to make a big mistake, and then you can learn from all those big mistakes and not have that happen throughout your 30s and 40s, which I noticed. Like that's one way I learned to like it doesn't matter if you learn big mistakes in the gym or in your work life or at home life. You're gonna learn from those mistakes, and you learn those throughout every year and throughout how you live your life. So it's nice learning mistakes early on in the gym, because then over time you're gonna learn from those mistakes and not have those mistakes ever happen again. I feel like.
Yeah, because mistakes are bound to happen.
Yeah.
Like you're bound to make a mistake either lifting, like the guy that you're talking about. Like he helped you realize you were doing something a little bit wrong. I've had other guys where I would just ask them. I'd be like, they'd be massive size like bodybuilders, powerlifters, and I was like, how are you guys moving this much weight? Like how are you able to do this set thing? And it comes down to I had to realize that not everybody in the gym is as intimidating as I think that a lot of people think they are.
That's
and
true.
realizing that it's just like, hey, if I just ask this person, like, hey, how can I do this better because you seem to know what you're doing right now? Most of the time, I've never really run into a person that's like, what do you mean? Like, leave me the hell alone. It's like, no, we're good. Like, this is what I have been doing. Like, do more like rear delt raises or like front raises or like squat more, deadlift more, bench more. And that's the part that I love about the gym is everybody's so, I feel like, accommodating to any newcomer that comes in.
Yeah, most
and is willing to, like, if they want to grow, it's like, okay, hey, you're here to do the exact same thing. You're here to push yourself to be a bit better. You're here to challenge yourself so that you can be set up in your 30s and 40s to live the life that you want to live.
Yeah, I think that's totally true. I noticed that throughout my life too, with my friends overall too. I have some friends that like really want to get in the gym, but it's hard to like motivate them. And for like personally myself, I can only push them so much. End of the day, you gotta do it for yourself. If you don't do it for yourself, then you're not gonna get where you want to be in life. So, like, I have some friends like I said, I want to start working out with you, and I have some friends like I'm gonna try working out 3 days a week and try this out and see if I can learn from it. So, over time, I feel like helping your friends and family members want to get in the gym is really doing it for yourself, and then letting them watch you while you do it, and see if that helps them push them get in the gym. And I think that worked for some people, but sometimes it doesn't work for others. So.
Yeah, it's kind of leading by example. Like,
yeah.
I'm here. If you want to come, like, you can come. If not, like, I'm still going to be showing up every single day.
No, exactly. So that's why I felt like about the gym overall, what it has to offer. So is the biggest thing for myself. So, like, another thing I have to learn in the gym is like being surround yourself by good people as well. And like you really want to get in the gym is trying to surround yourself with people who want to go to the gym and want to do something like that. And like having I had a few roommates that didn't want to go to the gym at all. They sit in their rooms all day and do homework or like play video games. And I had some friends that would work out every single day. So having those people surrounding yourself and like eating healthy around you and like staying active overall will help you stay active for yourself, as well as be able to reach those goals that you want to reach. So like you're like running like a 5K to running, or like getting a bench press to 225, or even like just going to the gym for like 30 minutes a day. So
because you think having clear goals when you are in the gym has helped you remain consistent over the
Yeah, I think so. Overall, like setting set goals, like I set about 5 goals for each body part, and like as soon as I reach one of those goals, I'll set another goal for, and just keep setting goals, smaller goals, until I get to the really big goals I want to get to. Like I just a few weeks ago, one of my goals was I did run at least 5.5 miles in either like an hour and a half, or run more than 5.5 miles. So I finally did that a few weeks ago, and instead of doing 5 and like 5.5, instead of doing like 5 3/4 of a mile, I was able to do actually 6 miles in an hour and a half. So that took me a big initiative. Like, I just pushed myself even more that I thought I wouldn't do ever. I thought I wanted to get to 5 and like 5.75 miles, but I thought I'd get to 6 miles. But it really depends on how you set your goals in life and how you reach those goals. 'Cause everyone reaches goals differently, and how they get to them can take a few days, can take a few weeks, can take a few years. So, and I learned that from my parents as well. I learned that from like others around me. Like I see them set big goals for themselves, and like I want to get there one day as well. So
you almost think it's better to set bigger goals, like ambitious goals that are almost out there, more like aim for the stars compared to aim for the sky type of thing.
No and yes. Like I like more having small goals, because then if I reach those small goals, I can reach big goals. If you don't have the small goals, there's no way you'll reach the big goals in life. So I feel like having big goals is good to have, like big goals in life, but like if you don't have the small goals to help you push yourself to the big goals, then you won't get there, I feel like.
Yeah, like you need to have a balance of having that super big ambitious goal of, okay, say I want to bench 315, I want to squat 425, I want to deadlift 500, or run a marathon, or run a 4-minute mile, or whatever it may be, and then take the small steps to get there, where it's like, okay, what do I have to do today? Okay, let's just start out with benching the bar. Once we bench the bar, let's add 25 pounds onto the bar, and then let's add a 45, and then add another 50, and then keep stacking up to be able to get to that big destination.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I learned myself throughout. Like I learned that helped me a lot overall. Like having those like set goals, and like having a partner too here and there helping you get those goals. Like I had one partner, and he like helped me push myself like to be able to like bench press to like 165, and at the point I could only bench press like 150. I was stuck at 150 for a while, and I couldn't get to that 165. But he helped me like do different exercises and different routines to help me get there even more, so that I can get to my bigger goal over time. To like my biggest goal is to get to 225. So having him there to push me on the side here and there, not every day, but here and there where I need him to. It's nice to have those. I like to have a partner next to you in life to help you push you to those goals. So
yeah, I feel like, because I've lifted with other people too. Like this guy was in his 60s doing bench press, like holds second in the nation for bench. And he helped me see how strong I actually was. Yeah. Which I feel like that's the nice part about having a partner or a coach or somebody, a mentor, somebody to help you keep yourself accountable and push you beyond what you thought you were capable of. Like you can push yourself to a certain extent. Like you can do 6 miles instead of 5 miles. Yep. Or you can do 135, like 165 compared to 135. But like you wouldn't think you could do the 165 until you have your friend there and it's like, hey, Spence, like you can do this. Like I know you can. And then that almost like compels you and be like, hey, if he believes in me, that means I should believe in myself as well too.
Exactly, yeah. I totally agree with that a lot. So, and that's why I like about the workout journey is that it's nice going through the whole workout journey yourself, and like going through it, and like having people there around you in the gym having their own journey as well, going through the same process you are, but by different ways. So, and it's always nice. Like I noticed over time, like I started helping like more people out here and there. Ever since a few people helped me out in the gym through my journey, I want to kind of like, it's like a nice way to pass it on. Like now I help like kids like who are high school now, like just starting to working out, and like try to help them and like learn new ways, like different exercise they can do to help them put themselves, as well as setting goals, and they can set goals from themselves to put themselves even more. So I learned that just like having people around me like push me, and I'm in a way I like to pass it on too. Help I can push others as well. So
I feel like it's cool seeing all these like high school kids and younger people starting to work out now, and using the information that we have accumulated to help somebody hopefully avoid the same mistakes.
Yes. Yeah, that's my goal overall. Of like I made a lot of mistakes, and I want to help people around me not learn the mistakes I had to make. Like throughout my workout journey, I thought you'd like put your cardio in the middle of your routine instead of the end or in the beginning. So like I learned that the hard way too. I thought also like some people would do cardio in the very beginning to get their heart going. And I noticed for me over time, like doing cardio in the very beginning, when I get in the gym, actually slows me down a lot more than I thought. I thought it would push me even more, because I'm thought like that's a good way to go to start out. Realize I noticed that doing cardio at the very end, you have energy after you lift weights, but you still have cardio you still have energy in your system that you can still burn, and stamina and everything. So I learned that just doing cardio at the very end, no matter when it comes to like doing for 30 minutes on a treadmill or biking or just running outside for 30 minutes. I noticed that over time has helped me a lot overall. So
you're doing your cardio now after your workout then?
Yeah. So I learned that. I've been doing that now for the past few years, and that has helped me a lot more than it has when I was doing it in the very beginning or through the middle of my workout. So
it almost feels, because like I've messed up myself up too. Like I've tried doing cardio at the beginning, and I almost feel like I'm gassed afterwards. Like I just can't move the weights as much as I want to. I just can't push it as hard as I want to. It's the same thing. Like I learned, like I could go do yoga first. I couldn't do the lifting afterwards.
Interesting.
I could do lifting, and then I could go do yoga for like an hour, no problem, no questions asked. So it's almost like starting out with moving the weights, and I feel like some people are intimidated with moving the weights or like getting in front of the weight rack because they're like, oh, I'm just going to do cardio to lose the weight.
Yeah.
It's like that's not like really the best way, I feel like, to lose the weight.
No, it's not. Exactly. It's not. Really, if you want to lose weight, the biggest thing is being on a calorie deficit or eating a lot less than you have to. You got pretty much like being on a calorie deficit too, as well as you're bulking in a way. If you want to lose weight, I've noticed if you cut your calories by half and you burn more than you eat, that's the best way to go to lose weight, I noticed, for a lot of people. And like over time, you see like professional bodylifters guys and like big influencer guys, like that's how they do it. Like they pretty much eat less, but same amount of calories they need to eat, but also burn more calories than they eat. And that's where I learned like the best way from going from bulking to cutting and staying and like losing weight. I feel like the biggest way. There's a lot of things out there that people have been using over time to help them lose weight, like shots and like other stuff like that, or like different supplements they think we're taking, or being on like a liquid diet, or there's so many diets out there. But I feel like the best way to lose weight, I notice over time for some people, is really being a calorie deficit. I learned the best.
I think that's really the only way to lose weight. That's the way that I've been able to lose weight, and that's why I've never liked the term diet. It's like, oh, I'm going on a diet. It's like, okay, that's only temporary.
It is only temporary.
If you really want to lose lifetime weight, you just have to change your lifestyle, change your view, change the habits that you're doing, and be like, okay, instead of me eating out all the time, let's eat a little bit healthier. Let's not buy the cookies or the junk food and leave it in the house, because if it's not in the house, I'm not going to eat it. And that's why like all these fads that they have out there of like, oh, do the liquid, oh, do just fasting, do keto, do the carnivore diet, whatever diet it is. It's like that may work for some people.
But not for others.
Exactly. I think you have to experiment and figure out which one works best for oneself.
Yep.
And then once you find that, it's like, okay, I'm just going to stick with this for the rest of my life type of thing.
And I noticed over time, like one that every person knows about this meal, pretty much just chicken and rice. Everyone knows about that meal. But over time, your body gets used to the food, eating the same thing over and over again. So when it comes to a diet and like food, what you eat, it's always good also to mix it up, but also mix it up in a healthier way. Don't mix it up in a bad way. Don't have like more carbs than protein. Or like if I were you, like better way to switch up your protein. You're eating chicken for 30 days straight, your body get used to it and you won't see more results. But if you add like steak into it or seafood into it over time and keep switching up here and there, your body will start using that energy to get what you, like pretty much help you eat what you eat, and that'll help you get where you want to be in life. I feel like having different diets and also like having different routines as well. Like I had one of my friends is following this whole like workout routine for like on an app, and he's using that, and instead of like me following my routine for a few days, I'm just gonna follow his and just follow what he does. And now also help me put myself in like, if I can do these challenges now, I can put myself even more and get to where I want to be now. Like I thought doing my routine will help me push myself, but like switching up your routine a lot too is a big way. And like definitely it's like gym these days getting busier and busier over time. Sometimes you have to switch up your routine to like change it up and like help your body focus on our muscles. And I also learned that also if you take a week off from like doing a muscle part, it's also really good for your body as well, which I didn't know that at all for a long time. So it's always there here. It's always smart here and there to like not do back for a whole week or not do legs for a whole week. It's fine you miss a whole week on that because next week you go back to your routine. So
yeah, it's kind of funny how you take off time because like you were saying at the beginning too, it's like 10% is built from making, like that's where most of your gains are from, is actually the gym. But then like most of it is from outside of the gym. So you almost have to give yourself a break.
Yeah.
To be able to gain more muscles, to be able to gain more like size or lose weight, and taking almost a step back and reflecting on like, okay, maybe I don't need to be here as much as I was originally in the beginning, and give myself time.
Like that other 10% is for the most part mentally and physically. Like you need that mental in yourself as well as physical in yourself, like emotional, like pretty much emotionally, to help you in the gym as well. So like some days people will burn the most if they're really sad one day. Like I'm really sad right now, but I don't want to drink or do drugs, so I'm just gonna go in the gym for 2 hours and use that as motivation. So like I think some way people use motivation in different ways and how they want to do it, but yeah, I think you're right overall on that stuff. So
yeah, I just feel like it's, if you want to lift and if you want to get started, it's just starting small and then taking breaks from here, taking breaks periodically. Yeah. Like if you want to have bigger shoulders or you want to have like, you don't want your legs to be hurting as much, maybe take off squats for a week.
Yep.
Like I stopped squatting for probably 6 months after I did the whole Squattober thing, which Squattober is you squat for a whole month.
Wow.
It's brutal.
I've never done that ever.
It's brutal. It increased my squat by like 100 pounds, which I was like,
That's crazy.
This is amazing. Afterwards, I was like, all right, I'm done. Like I did the powerlifting for a while and I was like, this is just too much. It started to become too much for me. So I started to transition back to the bodybuilding, and that's when I started lifting with one of my friends again. When he got me into the new routine of like, okay, let's do lower weights, higher reps type of thing. And I was like, okay, I like this type of training more, even though sometimes I will still go with those like, I'm gonna do five reps max or whatever it may be to test my strength limit, or do a 1 rep max. I don't do as many 1 rep maxes as I used to, just because I was always worried that it would hurt me or break something, and I was
interesting. Yeah,
I'd rather not have broken legs or bones or whatever it is, and be able to lift for the rest of my life.
Yeah, like that's the best way to go at it too. If, like having yourself take a break here and there won't hurt you over time. Like you have to go like a family emergency, you can work out that weekend, and it's all right taking that like weekend off and giving yourself. I've had the people call in this industry also. Some days they call it cheat days, where it's all right eating like a bunch of bad food for one day, but if you keep eating bad food for every single day, then you're not gonna see the results you want to get. I think that's why they call it cheat days. And cheat ways, you still get your macros and your food in your system, but as well you can also do it healthy as well. So like you can eat a burger with like buns this time, but next time you gotta eat buns with eat a burger with no buns this time. Just do lettuce. So, like I think it's all right to have cheat days and have breaks over time, because then you need to give yourself body and your body to rest too. I know that's how important resting is when it comes to working out as well. And you don't give your body a rest day or taking some time off, then your body over time is gonna get more sore, and you might one day you might do an exercise and get break a shoulder or hurt your back. So
yeah, it's funny how that works, because I've just always enjoyed lifting, so I just want to do it for the rest of my life. I don't ever want to stop, and that's why I like having almost a family aspect at the gym, where it's like I got all my friends here, like I get to talk with them, I get to have a good time. Then there's other times when I just need to work. Like I just need to put the headphones in, take a rest from all that, and just be focused on moving the weights.
No, exactly. That's the biggest thing too I notice over time as well for myself. So
yeah, because sometimes you start chatting, and because like we met in the sauna and we started chatting there, and then it was like, okay, let's see what we can do from here, because everybody has different goals, everybody has different ambitions. Like some people, they want to be on stage doing bodybuilding posing. Other people want to be powerlifting and being at the USPA and like moving as much weight as they possibly can. It's all just a personal preference.
No, it definitely is. So it's just crazy in life. Like that's how people see. Like that's why the workout journey is so big for everyone. Because there's different ways they can push themselves, like doing those type of things. So, which I like about a lot. So
exactly, it's interesting. Well, awesome, Spencer. I appreciate you coming on. Do you have anything else that you would want somebody to take away, like a specific mindset that you have had in mind, like a specific strategy that has made you be able to be having the habits that you have, or a place that you would want people to reach out to you if they had any additional questions?
I think I would say for yourself is setting goals, building a habit and routine for yourself, and then pushing yourself over time. I think those 3 things help me overall in life get where I'm at right now in this workout industry, as well my overall life and business, what I do for work and everything. So I think having motivation is one thing, pushing yourself and setting goals and routines for yourself will help you over time. So
awesome, Spencer. Well, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your
thank you,
wisdom.
sir.
Likewise.